Hello everyone, welcome to Turkishle. It's Can, and today we have Beksu with us. He's a Turkish learner and he's going to share us his tips about learning Turkish and his experiences in Turkey. So, hoş geldin Beksu. Merhaba.
Hoş buldum, merhaba.
Merhaba. So, can you introduce yourself Beksu?
Türkçe'de?
İlk önce İngilizce başlayalım.
Okay.
Ondan sonra bir kısımda da Türkçe yapalım.
Okay, so my name is Beksu. I have been learning Turkçe about 4 months. I've been trying different platforms. I also subscribe for the Turkishle A1 and A2. It's been very helpful for learning the whole process. And now I'm in Turkey, interviewing with Can, and I'm enjoying the whole culture. I love coming to Turkey all the time, and thank you for hosting me here.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
My honor, because I've been watching Turkishle since my beginning, so I'm excited.
Happy to hear that. So, Beksu, can you tell us why did you start learning Turkish in the first place?
So how I started learning Turkish, because I made Turkish friends through online.
Okay.
And then I didn't know, but we became a really good friend. And I love learning different languages and cultures myself. And my friends helped me a lot. And now I love Turkey as much as I'm visiting now.
So when you first met your friend online, did he or she get you interested in learning Turkish, or did you search about Turkey and maybe got interested in Turkish series? Like, what made you say that, oh my God, I need to learn Turkish?
Well, first of all, this is really the main reason. The friends I met online, they were very nice to me. All Turkish people were very welcoming me, even online. And I was like, wow, these are really good people. I'd like to be more friendly with him. And then, we eventually had a lot of conversation about Turkey. And then, of course, I also introduced about Korea too. But more I learned about Turkey, I was like, wow, it's a very interesting country. And I was like, oh, I'm going to learn more about it, through my friends. And then I started to learn about the languages and cultures and all, yeah.
And you were also doing Twitch streams, right?
I used to, yeah. Now, yeah, I did stream, yeah.
Okay. And you had many Turkish followers there?
Yes. Oh, so what happened is, well, I Twitch streamed for gaming first. But then, after meeting my Turkish friends, I started to stream me learning Turkish. And they were very excited. And also other viewers could come and enjoy watching me learning Turkish language and culture. Because normally, Turkish people love foreigners who appreciate their language and cultures. And they did so much. Yeah. So they did support me a lot. And I felt grateful, and it was also a good motivation for me to learn more about it. And that was only about 6-7 months ago. And look at me, now I'm here.
Yeah, it's a great story. You have a great and inspiring story. That's why actually we wanted to talk to you about your story. And you're right about Turkish people liking foreigners who are trying to learn Turkish. It's very interesting because Turkish people tend to think that there are not many people who wants to learn Turkish. But once they see the interest and once they see the potential for the Turkish language, they're shocked and they want to help you a lot with your process. So I'm glad you got some help from Turkish people too. And I want to also ask you, you started with online Turkish friends, and I'm sure you got some help from them. But maybe at some point you were like, this is not going to help me so much. I need to learn it from the beginning. I need to learn the grammar rules and, I need to start from scratch. How did you start learning Turkish? Did you use a book? Did you use a course? Did you watch YouTube videos, or did you get a tutor, for example? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I want to learn Turkish, of course, really well and more. So I started watching YouTube first and, say how to say, hi, how are you, all those basic. And most of the videos are actually from Turkishle. And then I start the course from Duolingo. I mean, Duolingo is a very good platform to start the language because it's an easy platform. Yeah. But Duolingo is not very detail oriented. And for example, if you learn Spanish from Duolingo, I heard they have a lot of programs, more contents there. But other languages such as Turkish, even Korean, they don't have much. So I even finished all the Duolingo in Turkce, and then I wanted to give myself a little more. And that's how I remembered, and I think I saw your post about, we're offering A1 class. I think that was about like 3-4 months ago when you guys first started. And I was like, these guys are great and they were really good at teaching. So I was like, I'm gonna enroll the A1 course. Yeah, and then
So that was like your first serious attempt to learn Turkish, actually, like the grammar rules and everything. And I'm glad you started with us. But as you said, Duolingo is very good for starting. They teach you the basic words and they teach in an entertaining way. So it's easy for people to start learning Turkish, but then they always come us and say, like Duolingo is so basic. I want to learn more. I want to understand Turkish series. And I want to come to Turkey to live here. So I'm glad that we are able to provide such a solution for our students. So you started learning with our course and some other YouTube videos. What was the most difficult thing for you to learn in Turkish? What do you think? First of all, let me ask you this. Is Turkish difficult to learn?
Okay. Let me tell you, Turkish is not hard. Turkish is definitely not hard. But the suffixes, like you have one word and then you add more and more and more. That's kind of like not used to other languages because, I speak English and I speak Korean, but they don't have something like it. Yeah. So I'm still kind of like in learning, and sometimes Turkish have like a really long word because of the suffixes. Yeah. When I see the long word, I'll be like, but the gibi. But other than that, because Turkish is very similar to Korean grammar, so for me, grammar part was not too hard. Wording is also not too hard because, vocabulary is also not too hard because some of them are kind of like English-based too. And basic verbs are also easy to study too. So other than suffixes, I'm just having a lot of fun learning it.
Great. Yes. Great. Harika, so what do you think your current Turkish level is?
My current level is definitely because I just finished my A1. So I could say A1, but I'm as good as I can travel in Turkey by myself. Of course, I will need my translator, but yeah.
So do you think, you said that you finished A1 course with us, but obviously it's not enough to be able to speak fluently and go travel in a Anatolian city in Turkey, for example. If you go to 𝗃𝗏𝗄 or somewhere else, like you might have difficulty, right? But your story is interesting because you came to Turkey and you met your followers here, and then you practice your speaking. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, wow. So, like I said about my friend, I met my friends online. They taught me so many things about Turkey, like Turkey culture, Turkey food, Turkey TV, Turkey, just almost every good aspect of it. And they inspire me to, how should I say, one day I really want to visit Turkey and to meet my friends too. And I'm sorry, what was the question?
The question is like, how did you decide to come to Turkey?
Oh, how I did. And then, so my friends, so one of my Instagram follower, he invited to his wedding. And that was a perfect excuse for me. And I was like, I'm going to Turkey. Someone invited me to a wedding. So that's how I went in September for 20 days. But it was very memorable to me because I went to like so many different cities. I went to Ankara, Adana, Mersin, Gaziantep, Mersin, then Istanbul. All those 6 cities, just everything was so memorable. I'm really glad I learned Turkish, and I was very glad that I came to Turkey. And now look at me, this is my 2nd time in a month.
Yeah, that's a lot of cities. That's great. That's great to hear. So what are your plans in Turkey in the future?
Yes. Well, first of all, I have visited Turkey twice already in really 2 months. That much I love the people and the food. But moreover, I'm Korean, right? And I also see as opportunities, like a business opportunities or anything, like really any business opportunities because, well, I had my business before back in America. And also Turkey people love Korean content, love Korean cultures, or love Korean anything. I'm definitely, if there's any chance, I would love to do a business here and also want to live here as much as I love the food. And I hear that the housing is not too expensive. Not too, how should I say, it's kind of affordable for foreigners at this time. And yeah, my plan, I have few ideas actually.
Okay.
I'd love to have Korean restaurant because I had Korean restaurant before. And also I'd love to have some Korean cultural business in here. It doesn't have to be a restaurant, but something like that.
Yeah.
And also, if I could teach Koreans to Turkish people, like you are teaching Turkish to foreigners, I would love to do that too, something like that. I think there would be a great chance.
Yeah, it will be great. And I think Istanbul needs more Korean restaurants. I know so many people who are in love with Korean culture, and they can't find, good Korean restaurants, let's say. So we will love that if you open a restaurant in Istanbul.
Yes. Not only these cultural things, Turkey has a lot of resources itself. A lot of, even like food sticks, ceviz, like like all the nuts. Some of my friends export Turkish the agricultures to the other countries, and I was very interested in too. So let's say, well, I'm from America, right? I could get the stuff export to Korea or America. There's just so many business opportunities I see as more I come to Turkey and more friends I meet. They are very also curious about my country too. So I think Turkey has a lot of potentials coming in and still many things to do for foreigners as a business-wise.
So you mentioned about culture, and I wanted to ask you, what do you like the most about Turkey and Turkish culture here?
Oh, so many, really.
Maybe you can talk about your friendships. I know, I asked a big general question, but maybe you can talk about your friends. How are you like?
So let me tell them first. Come to Turkey, and they will just love you as much as you show how you show what you learn from Turkishle or other Turkish words. They'll just love you. As much as you will love this country like me. And really because of all the friends I met, even online and offline here, they were very, very nice to me, really. They were the ones that want to come back here. And then because of my friends, I could go to many other cities. I could eat a lot of different kinds of food. And foods are also amazing. Turkish food is just so good. Just so good. I miss it already.
What's your favorite Turkish food?
My favorite Turkish food is definitely anything sheep.
Anything sheep.
Anything sheep. Anything like that. Kuzu et, kuzu ciğer, kuzu kebab, kuzu anything. Because back in Korea or back in America, they don't have much sheep. Right. And when they do it, it's really bad.
Yeah.
But here, everything is so good, so good.
Great. So now you came to Turkey a few times and you've been to many cities and you have many experiences, I'm sure. So what would you suggest other foreigners who want to come to Turkey and maybe live here? What would you want them to know before coming to Turkey?
What would I want them to know before Turkey? This is kind of a hard question. Let me think. If you want, you can rent a car, but driving is really hard. That's for sure. But it's just because it's Istanbul. But I recommend driving over the city because the scenes are just beautiful, and also really everything is just so affordable, and you bring your currencies, you will enjoy more than you would enjoy back at home. So here's what I do. I don't spend much back at home. I spend here. But everything's good. All the cultural experiences, including the museums and hammam and all the restaurants. But I really enjoyed the museums. Museums in Turkey is just great. And if you learn a little bit about Turkish history, that would also help too, because there's just so many museums here.
So you came and made so many friends here. And this is one of the main problems that I hear from foreigners coming to Turkey. Like they're saying it's very hard to make friends in Turkey. And you told us that you made many friends. So would you suggest anything to those people who want to make friends? Like how can they make more friends? Turkish friends, let's say.
Okay.
And they can practice their speaking with them.
Okay. So this is from my experience. As long as you really enjoy talking or practicing your Turkish to the Turkish people, they will open their heart. And when you just say, some terms like eyvallah, or like mashallah, inshallah, something very cultural expressions. I wish kind of Turkishle have kind of like videos out of it too. Those really help me a lot because everywhere I go, everywhere I say eyvallah, they all laughed. It's like, oh my God, these foreigners talk like they appreciate our culture, 𝗃𝗶𝗱𝗲. As long as you say eyvallah, you already get a chance.
Great. So shall we speak a little bit Turkish at the end of the video?
Evet, tamamdır.
Tamam, konuşalım. O zaman bize kendini tanıtabilir misin Beksu?
Evet. Ben Beksu. Ben Koreliyim. Amerika'da yaşıyorum ama ben Koreliyim. 34. Ben 34. İşsizim gibi ama ben Instagram videolar yapıyorum. Ve Türkiye çok seviyorum. Türkiye'de çok minnettarım. Eyvallah.
En sevdiğin yemek ne mesela? Burada en sevdiğin yemek.
En sevdiğim yemek tabii ki ciğer, kuzu et. Her şey kuzu.
Harika, süper. Peki en sevdiğin şehir ne? En çok.
Gerçekten Adana ve Antep, Gaziantep çok sevindim. Çok.
Kız arkadaşın var mı sevgilin? Sevgilin var mı?
Şimdi?
Evet.
Şimdi gibi yok. Yok, şimdi yok. Evet,
Tamam. Peki planların var mı? Belki ileride Türkiye'ye gelirsin. Çünkü ben çok gördüm. Bazen Koreli damat ya da gelin işte Türklerle evleniyorlar ve burada yaşamaya başlıyorlar veya Kore'ye gidiyorlar. Hani böyle bir planın var mı ileride?
Plan var. Planım var. Çok var. Çünkü Türkiye'yi çok seviyorum. Geri dönmek çok istiyorum.
Tamam.
How should I say if I can? I'd like to have a business here gibi.
Eğer yapabilirsem bir iş sahibi olmak istiyorum. Bir ya da iş kurmak istiyorum. Biraz zor. Evet biraz zor.
Bu more than 80. A2.
Evet biraz zor.
Eğer istersem, yapabilirsem Türkiye'de işim yapmak istiyorum.
Harika. Süper. Tamam. O zaman son olarak da seni takip etmek isteyen insanlar için Instagram sayfanı, belki Twitch'ini ya da YouTube'un varsa o adresleri verir misin?
Tamam. Benim Instagram 𝗃𝗶𝗱𝗲 somewhere. Takip et. Ben Türkiye hakkında videolar yapıyorum. Komik ve biraz ciddi ama iyi videolar.
Çok teşekkürler arkadaşlar. Video izlediğiniz için Beksu çok teşekkürler geldiğin için. Beksu'yu lütfen Instagram'da ve YouTube'da takip etmeyi unutmayın. Aynı zamanda Turkishle'yi de hem abone olup hem de Instagram'dan takip edebilirsiniz. Umarım bir sonraki videoda görüşürüz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Bye bye.
Ben de bye bye.